No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve for the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He finds Austin complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of it.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
26. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All you get is a headache. Mike 22, Mike Hayward.
From the gun, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
24 is down, he's coming.
Here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
25. 22. Guys, it's game situation. 24.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Running from the gun, Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Steps away, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go,
First and 10 at their own 25-yard
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Mariota to throw it. Completes it to Austin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. These two teams all tied after one. Fournette running out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 26. Alert 3. Check 37. Check 37. Check 26. Check 26.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Like 22. 22's coming, Mike.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep over them. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get off the field. Check, check. Fresno. Mike, 36.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Stop your whining. Mike, 36.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Caught here by Conley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
You ain't doing nothing. Where are they, team? Check nickel. Motion. Check 15. Switch.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Mariota now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Mariota on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41. Check 3.
Throwing, Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Back to the air, Watson on second down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
22, Mike 22. I'm trying to collect. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. 24. Mike 22.
Back to throw, Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 22. You better be afraid of me. Mike 24.
To throw again, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw is Watson. It's complete to Grant. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Set. 19. Let's go, D. 54 is down. He's coming. Alert. Thumbs up the helmet. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 22. Mike 22. Slow. Come on, D. Mike 22. Mike 24. Mike. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go four verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 29. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 22. Mike 31. And no time.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Come on. Mike 22, he's coming.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Switch it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curves. Check the 9.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be... A touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Just like that. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got you. Mike 36. Mike 36. I got you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota. He's got the hookup with Conley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, now 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme. It's not working. I mean, you can do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And, in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot at the feet of the quarterback and say, here's a pin, right in my name.
He keeps playing like this, he'll be dropping those ballots from a plane above the city. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Good night. Stop, mush. Echo. Four to Mike. Mike's four.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
49. 44 to Mike. 44 zone. I got it. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now with the game.
The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Again, it's Fournette. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
Motion. Out. Check. Crouch.
From the gun, Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
36 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the 2, fellas. Let's go. Mike 36. Mike 36. 6-man.
Now Mariota on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
36 to Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go play action. Mariota. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Jaguars on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set. Can I take? 44. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, alert, alert. That's it. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Mike, 36.
2nd down, Mariota. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense, almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first time. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Take it. Alert. 44. Mike, 44.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go!
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch it. Shift. One.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Hey, 31! 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Henry. What we got? Let's go.
Watson now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. One last shot now for Mariota. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.